Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little.
On the line, I have a West Coast pop locking pioneer from the Hoodbodic Puppets, Marty McFly. What up, man?
What up, brother? How you doing?
Man, I'm doing good. Appreciate you joining the show today, man. Where did you grow up?
Compton, 165 Street.
What was your upbringing like?
Man, it was pretty cool. We moved to Compton in '74.
Okay.
Moved to Compton in '74, so I've seen it all. I've seen all before the Crippin' started. I've seen it all in the Grandees.
Okay.
From the age of 4, I've seen King Rat. I seen when they had his funeral. We were at school. The cars were lined up. King Rat started the Compton Crips. One of them.
Okay. And he was part of the Grandees, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Cause we live right behind the Grandees. You know, that's all Nutty Block.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I grew up there, running the streets. Yeah, it was pretty cool though.
Okay. Well, shit, Compton has a rich history. I'm assuming since you moved there in '74, you saw the change with the whole white flight thing. I mean, because George Bush used to live in Compton. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Marilyn Monroe,
yeah.
Like a lot of people who you wouldn't think. Kevin Costner lived in Compton and shit.
Right.
Yeah. So talk to me about when you kind of started noticing a change and it started to change over to the other side.
Okay, when we moved there, it was still white people there. There was a few. It started to, I say, around 76, I think. Around 76, that's when it started to change.
Okay.
And you didn't see too many. They moved. I don't know when they moved out, but they were gone.
Just woke up one morning.
It was like that. Serious. It was like that.
Yeah,
all moved out. Yeah. Because, the junior highs right there. There was a few there. They were gone.
Okay.
So, yeah, it was pretty cool over there.
Mm. And a lot of people, don't know, unfortunately, because they just know the negative side of Compton. But when you were growing up,
mm-hmm.
I mean, you had the movie theater.
The movie theater.
Yeah, there were actually things to do. Go ahead.
Right. They had A&W Root Beer with the girls on the roller skates. Yeah. They had that. Had a lot of stuff. Bowling alley.
Yep.
The other drive-in, the walk-in movies down in Linwood, further down. Yeah, they had a lot of stuff.
Yeah, then it just disappeared, just like the white people.
Yeah. And I always remember that car wash right there, next to the drive-in.
Mm-hmm. Is it still there?
Car wash? No, that's gone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but that was there for years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. And is it safe to say that a lot of that stuff disappeared? The movie theaters, the bowling alleys, the clubs for teenagers. Did this all disappear kind of around the time when crack cocaine and the gang explosion really started taking place in Compton?
Yeah, I think that's what it was. Around that, yeah. Okay. Because I remember the drive-in was still open. Then all of a sudden, it was closed. They started tearing them down. Gardena Movies tore that down. Then the Compton. Then the swap meet.
Yeah, now it's a Walmart.
Yeah, that's weird. That's weird. And they tore down Compton High.
Oh, did they? That I didn't know.
Yeah, they just demoed it on the first.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that's gone.
Are they going to put another school in place?
They put a new one. It's a new one. It's a new one over there.
Oh, okay.
They building. Yeah, it's pretty nice. It's pretty nice. I think Dre funded the money or something.
Okay.
But yeah, that's all that history is gone. That's where I was really pop locking.
Oh, city at last. Oh, Nick, I'm so thrilled.
Yeah, honey, you're gonna get thrilled some of the time.
Well, you must have what it takes. Well, they all fall for you. I'm beginning to myself.
Your confidence on 10. Everything you pillow talking about, she recording. Sharing with her friends, about to have your game exposed. You don't give her what she want, designer bags and clothes. And who knows, you may be spending more though out your pocket. Use a spacey pocket and your chick is known to gossip. No matter about the topic, damn bro, the man Gaddafi's got her whole family feeling like Capital One. What's in your wallet? It's common knowledge, you gon' give it, she gon' take it. All the way down to the penny, leaving your heart so ache it, break it. Never should've made the mistake of showing your hand in the beginning. She figured you out, you playing checkers to the chess who's winning. She grinning, while you give up all the info. Listening for the keywords as now there's a crescendo. Let the drink flow, the gorgon burning slow. She whispers something else in your ear, you like for show. I know everything you ever want.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
I know every song you ever heard.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
I know every thought you ever had.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
I'm the one that's giving you the words.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
Glass hearts are fragile and too much for her to handle. The puppet just wants to dangle, but everyone wants it to strangle itself. And while he tap dances for mass, he prays to the pastor asking for forgiveness for his actions. At night she talks to the wind like she would to her best friend. Just a pocket full of change and a sin. It sounds like California oceans, dreams of magical potions, drugs, illusions, and dark roads that you hope is a joking, but nobody's laughing. Curtains closed, wardrobe is asking for the clothes back. The casters at the bar having daiquiris. Mischance, Polaroid, no going back. One pose, you blinked, oops, you're bad. Can't blame it on the man behind the cam. There's just one flash, and just like that, time's up, just one chance. Casket closed, buried talent, beautiful grass. I bet you really didn't think that life would go that fast, did you?
I know everything you ever want.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
I know every song you ever heard.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
I know every thought you ever had.
Whispers in the dark, whispers in the dark.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little.
Did you ever run with the street gang or organization?
Nutty Block.
Okay.
I was around. Yeah.
Okay.
I was not too deep into that. My brother was, but I was there. I remember coming from a school dance. I was coming from a school dance, and I had a Dodger hat on, and it had NBC written on the front of it. So we come out the dance after school, and CV70s roll up. Told me to take, Compton Radio. Told me to take my hat off, and I was like, "Take my hat off for what?" He was like, "Take your hat off. Take that hat off." And he pulled out a gun. He said, "Take the hat off," and he pointed the gun. So, oh, shit, I'm gonna take the damn hat off. I ain't getting shot for no hat.
Yeah.
So, yeah. All hell broke loose. That's how they got started with the CV70s.
Damn.
The next day in the school, kicking everybody out of school. Yeah.
Okay. When was the first? Go ahead.
No, I said it was pretty bad back then.
Yeah.
Even if you didn't pop lock or whatever, it was bad. in the 80s.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I always say that, people think it's bad right now in LA. No, I'm in my 40s also, so I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and it was a war zone. Even if you were just a regular civilian, dude, it was a war zone, man.
Oh yeah, yeah. It was a war zone for real.
Yeah,
man. All the way up into the 90s.
Yeah, yeah. When was the first thing? Before we move on, when was the first thing that you personally ever heard anything about Crips and Bloods? Like, oh, okay, there's this new set. There's a set going around. When was the first time you remember hearing Crips and Bloods?
I remember from the age of 4.
Okay.
Compton Crips, CC Ride. That's what they used to say. I knew all about gangs when I was a kid. Yeah, the Pyrus. They used to run, roll around. Pyro, what you gonna do? You hear that? You can forget it. Yeah, Looters Park. Can go there. You can go to Looters Park. But yeah, I've been knowing about that forever.
Yeah. And were names like Puddin' from the Pyrus, like were they ringing in the street? Like, were you hearing these names in the street as well?
The name, not at that age, no.
Okay.
I just knew about,
like Mac Thomas.
I just knew that yeah.
Okay.
I knew the names. I knew, I was a kid. They used to hang out at the elementary, Longfellow. That's where I went to school. And they used to hang out, and we, kids just riding around on bikes. But yeah, they were all there. They were all there. 76. I think Salty died.
Well, we talked about Saul Rock on my show as well. We did a whole show on him.
Yeah. They were all over there.
Okay. Well, shit. Let's move on and talk about your journey into dancing. When did that become a thing for you?
Dancing, I always have danced forever. Since 5, I dance like a grown person. Everybody know it. Yeah, and my brother used to do the robot. This was in '76.
Okay.
The lockers.
Soul Train, Time, all that.
Yeah, the lock. Yeah, he used to do the robot, and we all used to do the robot and lock. Put our socks in our pants like the lockers, and try to pretend to be the lockers, and put the suspenders on, and yeah, started locking early.
Okay. You know what? I want to slow down a little bit myself and go back even before you were doing your thing. To the best of your knowledge, kind of explain the history of pop locking in LA, and who some of the major inspirations were back in the day. Kind of explain the Soul Train movement. Talk to me a little bit about before you even jumped into it.
Oh, before I got into it?
Yeah.
Before I got into it, it was Shalimar, Jeffrey Daniels. I don't know if you've seen him on Soul
Jeffrey
Train.
Daniels is supposedly helped Michael Jackson with his moonwalk, right?
Yeah, I believe that because everybody's saying they taught Michael Jackson, but they were the same age as me, or same age as me now, but I was too little to teach anything. So it had to be him because he's older than all of us, and he was doing it on Soul Train back then. So, yeah, but him, the Lockers, like I said, Keystone Poppers from Compton.
Oh, yeah.
Keystone Poppers, Space Ghost Poppers. Yeah, Electronic Puppets.
Granny and the Robotroids?
Yeah, on the Gong Show. I saw that.
Okay.
Most people were on the Gong Show back then.
Oh, okay.
Talent shows. So, yeah, they were dope. Yeah, shoot. It was so many. It was so many.
How big or how much of an inspiration? Because to an outsider, to someone in pop culture wise, how big of how big of an inspiration was Rerun?
Rerun? Oh, I just had an argument about Rerun. Rerun was the best. Oh man, yeah, that was my favorite. Somebody said Rerun started locking on what's happening.
That's what I remember as a kid. Yeah,
but he started before he got on what's happening, and his name was Penguin.
Okay.
Yeah, I was telling the dude, I said, his name's not Rerun, that's a character. His name was Penguin from the Lockers. And he was locking way before that TV show. So he was the one. I used to love watching Rerun on the WhatsApp.
Yeah.
Man.
And he probably made it because it's a street dance, you know what I mean? So only a certain amount of people are going to see it. But when you're on a nationally syndicated TV show, I'm sure there were white people in Philadelphia, you know, doing his dances.
Everybody,
Texas,
right?
Wherever.
Everybody, yeah. Everybody know who Rerun was from that show. Man.
Okay.
Yeah, but yeah, he inspired me a lot.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little.
Did someone teach you how to pop, or was it just, did you kind of just go for yourself, or do you have someone you could say, you know what, this dude taught me? Like I think I think Cool Boy said AK King was the one that really put him on game.
Yeah, no. I went to school with Tick-A-Lot.
Okay. How would we know Tick-A-Lot? I know the name.
You know the name Tick-A-Lot? Tick-A-Lot's dope. He used to pop lock for Compton High band.
Okay.
He used to be in the front of the band, like the drum major, but he was pop locking.
Gotcha.
He had the whole outfit on of the school, and I used to watch him every day. I used to watch Tick-A-Lot every day and just learn stuff from him, learn how to pop. And, for about 2 years, because he graduated. He's older. But, yeah, Tick-A-Lot and my his partner, John. Rest in peace. He was with Tick-A-Lot back then. And he used to be at my house. He used to be at my house every day with my brother. And John used to come over there and teach me how to wave. And yeah, that's when I got started.
Okay. Now, once again, you know, it was called street dancing back then, from what I understand. And it was introduced to the main screen. I think Breaking and Entering was one of the first movies to actually put, you know, popping and breaking or whatnot on the main screen. I could be wrong. Correct me if I am. But when you first started seeing these movies like Breaking and Beat Street and stuff like that pop up, and this is something that I'm assuming you were doing, you know, you were doing your thing. And how did it make you feel when you're like, damn, I'm watching this on the big screen now?
Okay, I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. That movie, it wasn't the real deal.
Corny.
It was corny.
Yeah, I've heard that a lot.
I like Boogaloo Shrimp. Everybody, Poppin' Taco, all of them can dance. The way they wrote that movie and directed that movie was horrible. They didn't do it right. We didn't wear chains and spikes and all that stuff. That's what, we didn't wear that. When we were popping, we wore golf hats, hairnets, khakis, you know.
Like gangsters, kind of.
Yeah, well, they were gangsters.
Oh, okay.
Everybody that pop locked back then
I didn't know
were gang members.
Explain that, okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody, when it first started, I'm not talking 83, when the movie came out, 83, whatever. Before that, I say from 70, 79 to 82, 79 to 82 is when all the gang members were popping first. They were the first to do it. They were either pop locking. It wasn't like it is now or in that movie. You know how they battle like that?
Yeah.
Against each other. It wasn't like that. They just went out and got off. You know, and you can get killed while you're doing it. Because they were gang banging. So you couldn't get up in nobody's face and, you know, grab them and touch them. You wouldn't leave.
Yeah, see, this is the real shit right here. This is what they need to hear.
Yeah, most of the ones I learned from are gang members. Lil E from 165, he was a gang member, but he was a hard pop locker, like incredible. Yeah, so after all that, you know, the dress, and when the movie came out, then that's when the dress code changed.
Gotcha.
Because the directors, the directors were going to the clubs, and the new wave was coming in, new wave dress, and they started trying to dress like the new wavers, like Depeche Mode and all that, with the spikes and so it changed, and then that was it. Yeah, because majority of the pop lockers back then were affiliated with gangs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's some real history right there. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay. We recently lost. Well, let me ask you before I move on to that. Now knowing that, did you personally ever have any issues like going to other neighborhoods and battling? How did it work back then? You know, you couldn't go in other neighborhoods. Okay.
That's what a gang.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, you couldn't catch the RTD into another neighborhood and say, I want to battle you pop locking. And you know, they gonna look at you crazy and they gonna rob you.
Start popping something else.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. That's why I said the movie changed the mindset. It was never like that. You just got off. You wasn't in front of each other. One go in the middle, get off, then the other one come out. It was just like that. It wasn't, like Beat Street, how they battling. But Beat Street was my favorite too.
Yeah, that was my shit, man.
Oh man. See, the director
more hip hop feel.
Did it right. He did it right.
Yeah. Break into I'm looking at him wear pastels and shit, and I'm like, this just doesn't feel right.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. They messed it up. That's why everybody stopped doing it. That's why everybody stopped pop locking. I said, I'm not dressing like that. And then, that's when the drugs started rolling around that time. 85, 86. People start selling drugs. They were like, I ain't no pop lock. It was a few still did it, but that took over. And the gang banging came really strong.
Because now you're dancing on corners that gang members are probably standing there, and you're getting caught up in gunshots. And
yeah. You had to either join the gang all the way, or you getting caught in the middle. Yeah, it was done. It was a done deal.
Damn. So you would say that drugs, either selling or using, and gangs probably ended the peak of pop locking and breaking.
Yeah, in the movie.
That's a cold game, man.
Yeah, in the movie. They wasn't dress. The dress code changed too, along with the drugs.
Right.
The chains and
And the movie. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Because they thought it was silly. Now, people didn't get a chance to see it back in the 70s and early 80s, how it was. So all they have to go back to is the movie, for a reference. Nobody had a camera back then. The camera was like $3,000 for a movie camera. It wasn't being filmed, and if they brought the film crew in the neighborhood, they were gonna get their stuff stolen. So nobody was being filmed. All these dope pop lockers back then. So all people have to do is go back to the movie 1 and 2 to get a reference. You know, you only got a few videos like the Deuce in Venice, the Venice shorelines on that video at Venice Beach.
Okay.
Popping. It's a few, but not a lot.
Yeah.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little.
We recently lost Shabadoo, aka Ozone, for breaking.
Right.
When you, from what I understand, I had I did have Michael Boogaloo Shrimp on my show a couple years back. And he kind of mentioned, I didn't go too deep into it, but he kind of mentioned that once Hollywood saw breaking was a hit, for whatever that time period was, they were going on the streets and trying to swoop up all different type of dancers and taking them on tour, and with Lionel Richie, and just random when it was really hot. Did you remember any of your homies, like, damn man, I just got picked up to do this, or someone says, oh shit, I was in Breaking 1, or were you watching Breaking and you're like, oh shit, that's my homeboy Raul or whatever?
No. No, I didn't.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I did see Tough was in there from the Baby Dominoes. Unique Dominoes.
Okay.
The little dude.
That dude was hard. Yeah.
He was in there.
Was he the short one out of a group of like 4 or 5?
Yeah. The smallest one.
Yeah, the one that kills it at the end on that video on YouTube. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, that dude's
right. He was also in that Gap Band video.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in that boxing ring. 2 little dudes.
Okay.
But yeah, I saw him. He was hard.
But I guess I'll elaborate on my question. Were names like Boogaloo Shrimp and Ozone, or not Ozone, but Boogaloo Shrimp, Shabadoo, Pop and Taco, were these names ringing in the street while you were out doing your thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, Boogaloo Shrimp was hard back then. Oh my God. Boogaloo Shrimp. I didn't hear too much about Shabadoo.
Okay.
He was on TV. But,
I didn't like his style, to be honest with you. But
he started changing it. He started doing the whacking.
Helicopter and shit.
Yeah, all that. But yeah, him and Pop and Taco, they were hard back then. That's all you heard about. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah, if I could go back to one era, and you lived it. I was alive, but I was like, 6 or whatever. But if I can go back to one era and just live for, just maybe a day or two, just in a hypothetical world, it would definitely be the era of the late 70s, early 80s, when hip-hop was just forming and it was fresh and raw. And seeing the shit that you're talking about. And that's why I like doing my show, because, there's people out there who think breaking is what they saw on the movie to this day. And if they don't hear you tell stories like this, they don't know. It was raw, and mostly gangsters did it. Like that part, I had no idea.
Yeah. Majority, all of them.
Yeah.
Put it that way. All of them.
Dang.
When you see those gang pictures, I'm pretty sure they pop locked back then with the golf hat.
I noticed you're big on golf hats, and I noticed now it all makes sense. Now it all makes sense too that you and Cool Boy, you dress with the original way pop lockers used to dress. You guys still keep it West Coast kind of gangsterish. You know what I mean? I noticed that. That's dope.
That's it. You can't change. Yeah. The golf. I still have my golf hat. We the only people. Me and Gizmo Magnetic from the Time Bandits. We the only ones that got original golf hats.
Damn.
They sell the new one. My homie sell the new one, but it's not the original from the 70s. I got one from 76.
Damn.
Yeah, I've been wearing golf hats forever, since 9.
And you know what? Speaking of golf hats, that was a staple of the gangster look.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And they pop lock with they had the golf hat on, they had the Batman coats on, dressed like a gang member. Yeah. And you wasn't going up to nobody talking about you in a battle, and they wearing khakis and house shoes with a golf hat on. It's not gonna happen. They talking about they battle. That means they were battling in 83, 84. When you hear that, all of like AK King, they did talent shows at the Eve After Dark. Yeah, those were talent shows.
Okay.
You know, AK King is dope. That's my brother.
Yeah, shout out to him. He was on my show as well. Got to hear his
Right. Yeah, but yeah, it was pretty rough on the streets. You had to get out of there.
Yeah.
You can do it elsewhere, or
Yeah. Did you guys start packing up and maybe going out to Hollywood and dancing, or did like the white neighborhoods they weren't allowing that shit?
I used to go to the damn Knott's Berry Farm. You know what I'm talking about? Club K, or it was Club K or some crap.
You took me back. That's crazy. Okay.
They had the Club K up there, and everybody used to meet up there, fight. Poplock. Yeah.
Damn, man.
White folks was out there too, dancing.
Nice.
Duran.
That. Man, I wish we had more footage of this time, but it's only embedded in your head, man. Like, you were there, dog. Like,
man, oh my God, Magic Mountain. They used to go up there. I used to go up there and Poplock and Magic Mountain. Man,
yeah,
we used to kill people up there.
Sounded like
they thought they could dance. They didn't watch. They watched the movie or something. Thought they could get off. They ain't seen no original Compton Poplockin.
Yeah.
Yep.
How did you get your signature style, the puppet? Is that something you created, or is
that's
it just
Compton? That's Compton.
That's Compton style. Talk to me about that.
Yeah, it's Compton, like the electronic puppets, AK.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, that's where all that comes from.
So is it safe to say that maybe every area of LA was a little bit different when it came to popping? Like some people did thing this way, you guys did it the puppet style, they did it whatever wave style. Okay. Yeah,
Compton was mostly waves, throwing waves in the puppet style. Yeah, that was Compton. Long Beach animation, 3D, all that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
that's dope, man. Well, shit, man, that 30 minutes flew by, man. What's that was dope as hell. What now that the country's pretty much opening back up and hopefully COVID is behind us, what's next for the Hoodbotic Puppets?
Oh man, well, we Cool just had a dance battle Saturday.
Yeah, he stays busy, huh?
Yeah, he's had a dance battle. We was out there getting off Saturday, but I think he got a battle coming up in August 21st, a Poplock battle.
Okay.
So that's coming up, and yeah, it's still opening up. We probably do something on the 18th, I think he said. Out in Lake Elsinore at the stadium.
Okay, because he's out that way now, from what he told me.
Yeah.
Cool, man. Yeah. Well, to give people idea of your history, especially in hip hop, West Coast, or whatever the case may be. Who are some of the artists that you've danced for, either on stage and video?
Oh my God. We dance. A lot, all the
Kendrick, right?
R&B.
Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah, Kendrick Lamar, King Kunta.
Yeah.
We've been on stage with
Sugar Free, obviously.
Confunction. Yeah. Confunction, Cameo, Patrice Rushen. Yeah.
Okay.
I can't even remember. E40 we did a show with, Bone Thugs and Harmony. We did a show and not no backup dancers. We had our own set.
That's dope.
Yeah, we get them all to Poplock every time we see them. Trade E, Telling the Pop Lock, Cam, E40, we got them all. Every time we see him, telling the Pop Lock.
Because that's about West Coast is that everybody in their life, if you lived in LA, if you grew up in LA, you've tried to pop lock in your room at least once, right?
Yeah, you know how to do something.
We've all tried it. We've tried to do the robot. We tried to do something.
Right. You can't tell me you don't know nothing.
Yeah.
You better throw a wave or something. If you grew up, yeah. That's right.
Yeah, man. Well, damn, where can everybody find you? And if you want to give any shout outs, the floor is yours, man.
Oh, yeah. You can find me on Instagram, Marty McFly, Hoodbody Puppets. Facebook, Marty Moore. You know, you got to use your real name.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to Gizmo Magnetic from the Time Bandits. Cool Boy. One Arm Bandit, I just saw him from Compton. He's hard. That's another one I saw, coming up.
I'm assuming he has one arm?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, damn, that would have been hard.
Style.
Okay, gotcha,
that was his style of popping.
Okay.
Because most Compton pop lockers, they tick with one arm.
Okay.
And some people use both, but he got that. When he do the low riders, he's dope. But shout out to him. Pop Lockin' G, that's a little homie from San Diego. Pop Lockin'. That's about it.
Dope. Well, Marty, it's really been a pleasure, man. I appreciate you sharing your story with my audience.
Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace, steady job and some food to eat. Just give me a little bit of peace.